Looking good, YouTube. My name's Love Game, or PD1 Piranha if you prefer. Welcome back to Let's Play Zoids Legacy. Last time we got into kind of a dick measuring contest with Dr. Leon, and now I'm not 100% sure where to go because you just kind of have to keep going until the, oh yeah, this part. Romeo City was actually, I believe, where they first met Naomi. Yeah, that's Warrior. But yeah, we gotta go here, do some lovely shopping. But yeah, I think they met Naomi here for the first time. It's one of the few locations, I believe, that's also in the... what the hell? Oh yeah. That's one of Harry's teammate dudes. Oh, wait, at the bar, huh? Well, I guess it's about time to bust out the piano. Let's go ahead and check this place out first, though. I forgot what happens next, actually. I know it's all in the, what did that say? NS? The Naomi special? There was an item I missed last time, by the way. I caught it on my recordings. I was rewatching the video, and I was like, oh yeah, you can make the Griffin if you want. It goes with like the Buster Eagle and something else, but again, why would you want to fuse and you can just make the Zoid itself? Kinda pointless if you ask me. I guess we'll just keep on upgrading this stuff here. Let's do... did Buster Eagle once. I don't know how much I want to upgrade the gun snipers thing, because it's just gonna be... we're not gonna use it for the entire time. How much for the Buster Eagle? These are quite a bit. I guess I could just go ahead and do this. As I said, just overpower this thing some more. How much is it to do that? I'll do it once. Again, money is not that hard to come by in this game, so I'm not feeling too bad about it. I guess since we use the shotgun fairly often, we'll go ahead and do that too. And that's good enough for right now. We'll find some more Zoids to develop later, once I make a decision. Oh yeah, so I heard. 1,000 Wii points. I'm just going nuts with those Retsupre references. If you'd get out of the way, I could go in there, but this boy is not wanting to move. There we go. That can be a problem in the games like this, but what's she gonna do? So everyone just kind of, again, materializes out of us. I'm not sure if it's dependent on who you have on in your party at the time, because you have Claudia here, but you also have like Zahn and Max. Apparently, I mean, apparently, I'm pretty sure it's true, but like, Mary Champ here, who's trying to buy the Liger Zero, by the way, only appears in one episode. I could have sworn she was in more, but I think she's only ever won, what the hell is a chalet or shallot? Talking about a chariot, like all your little D-bisons that draw your giant, whatever it is. Yeah, she's trying to pay that top dollar, but shit ain't gonna happen. Anyway, yeah, she only appears in one episode. And yet, she had a figure made of her. It always kind of annoyed me, you know? Just annoyed me that, like, pretty much every girl in Zoids besides Claudia got a figure made of her, and it's like, what the fuck? I mean, he's pretty serious about it. He typed in all caps, so that's how you know. But yeah, she is gonna be difficult, of course. And Claudia's over here just burning them right in front of him, like absolutely no filter. I gotta love that. I believe that's something that happens to him on a fairly regular basis. He just gets kind of talked about as if he wasn't there. Thankfully, it's not like Megumi Sakura, where he really isn't there. Man, I was like, this morning I was watching School Live, or excuse me, School Live. Yeah, what the hell is this battle mode? That's it? Huh. Yeah, just like Harry. Yeah, we have to take a few people off here, so I guess we'll get rid of you. And just for fun, we'll have Raynor on there and get rid of Albane. Just cuz, you know, I like to have the Reddler in there sometimes. What was I saying? But yeah, just one of those people that like thinks they could win because they have all the best equipment, when really it's more about skill. I believe in the anime, like he tries to, or by he I mean Jamie, tries to identify it as an Iron Kong PK, which stands for Pros and Knights, by the way. But it's actually something else. But it is kind of a cool thing that he mentions it, so it's something, you know. There's a few different callbacks to Chaotic Century here and there in New Century. It's not as common. Like, the series take place in the same canon, it's just not as common to have callbacks because it's so far into the future that I guess those events aren't as well remembered. That's my best guess. But yeah, the game is quite true to the source material, as Mary is one of the worst pilots stat-wise. You can play as her later. As well as in Battle Legends on the GameCube. She has some of the worst possible stats of any pilot. And unlike Harry, there's no way to make her better, because if you level up Harry enough, it's kind of like a Magikarp power situation, where he gets like some kind of good skills. But it's just kind of a pain to level him up because he sucks so bad out of the get-go. Man, these animations are long because of these here missiles. The last video was all just like, well, the last video I uploaded, which was the Leon Tauros fight, was all just one fucking battle, and it was like 20 minutes long. Because they gave Leon like 10 million health, and here's Raynor over here just dodging everything like a fucking beast. It's my boy. And I guess it does kind of suck that we can't upgrade this to any degree whatsoever, because it would be nice to just have it have better stats. Not that it's good, or not that it's not good to begin with, it's just like there's a certain battle coming up where it would be really nice if we could actually have it be upgraded. And I will show you that when we come to it. That's my girl, that's that waifu. Showing off the raw tiger power as always. We can finally use the... We're initially the slowest of the bunch here, funny enough. I mean, I guess the DCSJ, despite standing for jet, I mean, I don't see a jet anywhere on there, so I can't confirm, but I thought that was a jet, you know? Not literally like the jet that fucking Berserker takes over in Fate Zero. I've been watching Fate Zero. I'm on the second season now. I'm not a huge fan of the Fate series as a whole, but just watching Fate Zero is a lot of fun. It's got a lot of really good fight scenes, and the dubbing is amazing. It has a lot of actors that I don't really, like, I haven't heard of, and it has a lot that I have. It has a lot of, I guess you could say, all-stars, if you want to use that term. Like my boy, Grant George, playing Lancer. Man, that was like, I'm fucking pissed at the dude that Matthew Mercer plays. Fucking hotshot Emiya. This dude's over here completely ruining one of the most climactic fights in the show, because all Lancer wanted to do was prove himself in a fair fight against Saber. And he completely gets denied that chance. It's fucked up. Like, I don't know, I guess because I can relate. I've been denied chances of things that I can never get back. Like, I I don't know if I ever talked about this on a video before, but I guess I can talk about it now since like nothing's going on. I have had the Assassin's Creed series particularly. I have had the Assassin's Creed series ruined for me because some asshole whose name I don't even remember on Facebook went and like spoiled pretty much the only plot point that I remotely gave a shit about. And we're overpowered. And I've not had even the slightest desire to come back to that series like since. And it's always been something that's kind of ate at me that like, because I played all the way up to almost at Judgment. There is a Judgment, but it's not fucking Assassin's Creed, it's a shitty Gears of War game. Excuse me. But anyways, yeah, I played up to Brotherhood, and then I got to kind of a point in my life where I couldn't afford games as often. Anyways, sorry about that. I had to run from a few wild battles and even beat a couple of them. Oh yeah, this is the part. Okay, this is the part that I was thinking about. Brad just kind of leaves, and this is a really fucking cool scene in the anime. Sorry to interrupt my own story there, but this is really cool. In the anime, it shows him doing all this stuff while at the same time the other Blitz team members are talking about what he's doing. And it's like a really cool thing in anime that you don't see often, that they're kind of giving the exposition by having a conversation while it's showing the things that he's doing. Like he's going through a forest in his command wolf trying to chase after some Zoid that he saw. But yeah, this is, as I said, this follows essentially roughly the second half of the anime. I guess it does skip a few episodes, but this does kind of remind me of, a bit of Paper Mario, 1,000 Year Door, because it's just kind of like fight after fight action going on. I wonder if that thing back at the Tauros base was anything good. I'll feel bad. I mean, I can go back, I can just use the evacuation unit and fucking leave whenever I want, but just saying. The next fight, I'm probably going to grab some items just to be completely safe, because I have actually died on this before. I would say it's probably, provided you're at the same level as me, like you haven't been grinding or anything, it's probably the toughest fight in the game. Although you can make it a bit easier by doing certain things, but in this case I kind of want to be authentic. And for that, I'm going to add a bit of self-imposed challenge. Can we go here for any reason? Like, is there any pulse dudes we can talk to? Sure. I guess I'll try some fucking Hypnotic and Kraken. Maybe some Saint Germain. Holy shit, that's a revelation right there. I did not know that drinks could quench your thirst. I had this, back when I was a kid, this friend claimed that, like, beer just makes you thirstier, because as a kid we were all like, oh, all alcohol tastes, like, you know, tastes terrible, because we wanted to be law-abiding citizens and not... What is this? The Sea Cleaner? The fucking... That's like a service you can use to defrag your computer and shit. Sure, I'll take that. Don't know what it's good for here, but I'll take it. No, it's essentially a revive, I think. I could be wrong, but I thought it was like the equivalent of a revive. Anyway, I'll have to go seek out our boy Brad. He said it was to the north, so that's where we'll go. But yeah, it was a really cool thing that you just don't see that often in anime. Oh yeah, only one Zoid. So, what I would recommend doing is just using Zero and using whatever the hell Zoid you have by that point. But I'm a little more reckless than that. I'm going to use my unupgraded Liger Zero, because that's what originally happens in the anime. Brad pulls this, like, amazing gambit where he pretends to pass out in this G-Force chamber because, like, Backdraft captures him he like says he's gonna join Backdraft, and then he goes into this G-Force simulator thing to prove that he can handle being in the Shadow Fox. Which in this case is like an experimental new Zoid that Dr. Leon made, although later on it just shows up as a regular Zoid and fucking Fusors, because Fusors is terrible. But yeah, he agrees to join Backdraft, and then he makes off with the Zoid, essentially, after pretending to pass out. It's kind of cool, because in the scene you see him pass by this fucking warthog-looking Zoid that's never been in any other media before, so it's probably just some, like, I don't know, it'd be cool to see in full. Just be cool to see in the series, because there is no warthog Zoid, to my knowledge. Okay, get ready for some butt-clenching, folks. We got BitCloud versus Brad Hunter. And the tough part about this, let me tell you, not only is the Shadow Fox a fairly potent Zoid, but it almost always starts off using a fucking active camo thing. Not really an active camo, a smoke unit in this case. So, what we're gonna do is get some EP here. Matter of fact, I should probably just use a command. You know what, no, I'll wait for a bit, and then I'll use a command once my, EP runs out. Am I even saying that right? It's EP. Not like MP or some RPG medieval shit like that. I'll try using the shot cannon. I mean, look at that accuracy though. Fucking 29? That's not gonna hit. Or is it? Oh shit. Yeah, we'll just use this until the active camo runs itself down. Let's see. The problem is it's always faster than us, so it's just gonna keep, well, this time it's not. Yeah, it also has a strike laser claw, by the way. In the anime, it's really fucking cool, because the strike laser claws collide. Bit and Brad use one at the same time, and it's just the fucking coolest thing you ever seen. When you're my age back then. Yeah, I kinda wanted to get the 7-blade attack ready, but I didn't want to risk it too much, so let's just wail on him as much as we can here. Really good music here too, nice and rockin'. It's like some Mega Man X music. Go ahead and friendship it up, because we are getting quite the beating on us right about now. Snyder is a bit fragile. We haven't gotten the tankier form of the Liger Zero yet, which is named after a tank in real life. Thankfully for us, though, we can get another good hit in before he goes into his smoke again. I could have sworn that Shadow Fox had active camo. I was talking with Falcarius about that. Either it has it and just doesn't use it, or he just doesn't have it. I don't know. I don't think he ever actually uses it, but I believe if you look up its like technical specs, it does in fact have active camo under one of its abilities. So that's kind of cool. Luckily, he's not using his... Oh yeah, see? See, I got incredibly lucky there. Normally what'll happen is he'll just keep using the active camo constantly. I guess that's kind of retribution for all the bad luck I've been having. I love that line too. I fell in love with the Shadow Fox. But yeah, Brad's such a sweet man on the inside. Even though he'll be asking for probably double pay for this. There you go. Just as I say something. But he's a real sweet guy on the inside. Let's go ahead and get our team back in order here, because this setup is a little bit not what I'm wanting, you know. Let's get that fly scissors back on there for now. I need to find the thing that I want, but I haven't found the data for it yet. May have to end up looking up what that is. I do have the Raynos, as you can see, with Jamie, but I just don't want to use it because it's not a particularly... Even though it is a flying Zoid and is therefore fast, it's not all that great. It's... doesn't have... like, its guns aren't that powerful. Most of the machine gun type weapons in this game are not particularly great. But question being, where the hell do we go now? I'm just kind of... You can make the world if it... You can make the world eventually kind of wrap around on itself if you keep going, but that's only once you have a certain... Once you have a certain Zoid. Okay. Well. Okay. That tells me something. It sucks too because I love this over... I love this overworld music, but it fucking loops so often that it's like... We can go here. What is this? Have we been here? What the hell? Is there any point in being here? Oh, I thought you couldn't walk over that. I was like, what the hell? It's a weirdly shaped town. Guess we could look for items while we're here. But yeah, I feel bad because, like, I know there's some people out there that don't, and by some people I mean a lot of people that don't react as badly to spoilers as I do, but like, if something that I care about gets spoiled, I'll very likely just drop it forever and like just put it in the past and never watch, play, whatever the type of media it is. I'll just never interact with it again. That's just how I roll. Because it all boils down to like what do you watch a series or play a series for? What are you trying to get out of it? And for me, the initial surprise of seeing something firsthand is a big part of it. And if I'm not allowed to experience that, then I just feel like there's no point in getting into it. And it's also more to do with like series that I've had a lot of investment into over time. Like if it's something new that I've never like seen before, then I won't care as much. I mean, I've watched a few. I haven't beaten Nier Automata, however you pronounce that. Obviously, I just got the game, but I have watched like segmented playthroughs of like I've kind of dipped in and out of different parts, and I know a few things that happen already, but I don't have any real attachment to the series because, well, I you know, it's fairly new and that sort of thing. But with Assassin's Creed, I had been into it really since 2010, which I know was a bit late, but what the hell are you talking about? I did put a lot of investment into it. I even went back and got all the achievements in the games without using a guide because I had no internet at the time. So I feel like a lot of what I did with those games is wasted time, for lack of a better term. I just don't feel like I... Anyways, I want to go back and see if I can develop something. But yeah, I don't know how you guys, I mean, you can discuss in the comments, like, how do you normally react to being spoiled on something if it's something you care about? Like, are you gonna drop the series, or what? And it sucks, too, because the only two things, well, no, take that back. The only three things I've ever been spoiled on, really that I didn't spoil for myself of my own volition, have been the things that I've invested a lot of time into. There was something in particular that, by complete accident, my girlfriend spoiled me on, and it took a lot just to, like, have me consider getting back into it, and I've not had, sorry, I can't fucking speak. Let's see, we need shield lagger, okay. I think we have the Zoid core, yeah we do. Doesn't really matter what color we make it. So we'll do that, and then see if we have the OS. It's organoid system, by the way, not, like, Windows. Okay, good, Blade Liger, that's what we wanted. So, let's go ahead and increase the defense and all that crap. Not color change, there we go. Blade Liger being a fan favorite, if anyone who watches the show and all of that, it's, very heavily featured in all the anime series besides Genesis, because Genesis didn't like to show any of the old Zoids. It kind of sucks because as good of a series as Zoids is, when it comes down to it, it's still a series that was made to sell toys. I mean, it was a really good toy-selling series, but it doesn't change the fact that, again, that's what it boiled down to. So unfortunately, you had the kind of the caveat that Zoids that got introduced later on were going to be, in the show, objectively better than the ones that were before that, because the new toys that come out, we're going to put Claudia in that, of course, now that she's more than high enough level to be in it. Like I said, close range specialist, gotta have one of the iconic Zoids of that category, I guess you could say. And we'll put her back in the front. Boom. Go ahead and heal too, because like I said, whenever you... That's one of the things I don't like about this game, is you have to, like, remember to heal after you put your pilot in a new Zoid. A little bit annoying, but it's just an extra step, you know, if you don't know to do it. You're gonna be like, what the fuck, when you go into battle and have a Zoid that's half dead. But yeah, it was actually kind of it was the main character's Zoid in... It was the main character's Zoid in Chaotic Century. As you saw earlier on when we had Van, like, join the party for all of 5 minutes. It's gonna be kind of a recurring theme, isn't it? Joining the party for all of 5 minutes. I am not sure where to go from here. I thought... Because we went north. As you can see, they're not super specific about where you need to go. This is just, where we were. Quite a conundrum. I may have to cut some of this out.